The story begins in District 12, one of the poorest regions in Panem. Katniss Everdeen, our protagonist, lives here with her mother and younger sister, Prim. Life in District 12 is bleak, with crumbling infrastructure and a constant fight for survival. Katniss has become a skilled hunter, using her bow and arrow to provide food for her family. She often ventures into the forbidden woods outside the district, where she hunts alongside her best friend, Gale Hawthorne. Their camaraderie hints at a deeper connection, though life's harsh realities often overshadow personal feelings. Katniss's world is turned upside down during the annual reaping ceremony, a grim tradition where one boy and one girl from each district are selected to participate in the Hunger Games, a brutal competition where 24 tributes fight to the death, with only one survivor. When Prim's name is drawn, Katniss immediately volunteers to take her place, sacrificing herself to save her sister. Her courage is both inspiring and heartbreaking, as she steps into a near-certain death sentence. Alongside Katniss, Peeta Mellark, the baker's son with a kind demeanor and mysterious intentions, is chosen as District 12's male tribute. Katniss and Peeta are whisked away to the capital, a dazzling world of opulence and excess. The stark contrast between District 12's poverty and the capital's luxury highlights the capital's control over Panem. Here, the true nature of the Hunger Games is revealed, a tool of psychological manipulation meant to reinforce the capital's dominance over the districts. Katniss and Peeta meet their mentor, Haymitch Abernathy, a former victor who is supposed to prepare them for the brutal competition. Haymitch's alcoholism and jaded demeanor initially frustrate Katniss, but he eventually provides valuable guidance, reminding her to use her wits as much as her skills. Effie Trinket, their eccentric capital escort, adds a touch of levity with her over-the-top personality, but even she can't hide the sinister reality behind the games. Before entering the arena, the tributes are paraded before the capital citizens. Katniss captures everyone's attention with her stunning costume, designed by her stylist, Cinna. His vision transforms her into the girl on fire, a symbol of hope and defiance. During the interviews, Peeta shocks everyone by declaring his love for Katniss, a strategic move to gain sympathy and sponsorships. Katniss is initially furious, believing it makes her look weak, but she later realizes the value of Peeta's strategy. Their dynamic becomes central to their survival, blurring the lines between genuine emotion and calculated performance. When the games begin, the tributes are thrown into a deadly arena filled with dangers, both from nature and from each other. Katniss uses her hunting skills to survive, avoiding direct confrontations whenever possible. The tension is palpable as alliances form and dissolve, and the line between trust and betrayal blurs. She forms a temporary alliance with Rue, a young girl from District 11, who reminds her of Prim. Rue's resourcefulness and quick thinking prove invaluable, but her death at the hands of another tribute is a devastating moment for Katniss. Her grief leads her to honor Rue with a moving tribute that becomes a powerful act of defiance. This moment sparks rebellion in the districts, showing the capital's control is not absolute. As the games progress, a rule change is announced. 2 tributes from the same district can win if they survive together. Katniss finds Peeta, who has been severely injured, and they form a partnership. She nurses him back to health, their interactions revealing a mix of genuine care and calculated performance. The capital audience is captivated by their budding romance, but Katniss is torn between real feelings and the need to play up their relationship for survival. This internal conflict adds depth to her character, showing her vulnerability amidst her resilience. The climax of the games comes when Katniss and Peeta face off against the remaining tributes and the capital's deadly creatures, the Mutations. In a desperate and harrowing final battle, they emerge as the last 2 standing. However, the capital rescinds the rule change, forcing them into a final showdown. Katniss, refusing to kill Peeta and determined to defy the capital, suggests they both eat poisonous berries, effectively denying the capital a victor. At the last moment, the capital intervenes, declaring them both winners to avoid the spectacle of a double suicide. This act of defiance plants the seeds of rebellion in Panem, making Katniss a symbol of resistance. The story concludes with Katniss and Peeta returning to District 12 as victors. Their relationship is now complicated by the blurred lines between strategy and reality, leaving Katniss questioning her emotions. The capital's fury over their defiance casts a shadow over their victory. Meanwhile, the districts stir with rebellion, inspired by Katniss's courage and defiance in the arena. The Hunger Games is more than just a tale of survival. It's a story about power, sacrifice, and the fight for freedom. Suzanne Collins challenges us to reflect on the nature of control, the importance of humanity, and the cost of resistance. Even in the darkest times, Katniss's journey reminds us that a single spark can ignite a revolution, and that hope, once kindled, is a force the capital cannot extinguish.